Let me say something that's going to make a lot of smart people uncomfortable. Intelligence doesn't build real wealth. In fact, I've seen it destroy more potential than bad luck ever could. Some of the smartest people I know are still anxious about money, still waiting, still planning, still preparing. They think being smart will save them. It won't. Time doesn't care how intelligent you are. Here's what I've watched happen again and again. Smart people read more books, they analyze more data, they understand every possible risk, and because of that, they never move. They wait for certainty, they wait for permission, they wait until it feels safe. But life doesn't work that way. Markets don't work that way. Wealth definitely doesn't work that way. So one day, you wake up with a sharp mind, a long list of reasons, and a quiet fear about the future. You did everything right, and somehow the result feels wrong. Here's what I learned over years of building companies, nearly losing everything, and starting again. Wealth isn't built by being smart. It's built by acting before you feel ready, focusing when others hesitate, and staying in the game longer than fear wants you to. I had to stop confusing intelligence with progress. Knowing more doesn't mean you're moving forward. Real progress only happens when reality pushes back. You don't learn by thinking forever. You learn by building something imperfect, watching it break, fixing it, and repeating the process. If you're waiting for the perfect plan, you're not being careful. You're hiding. I also had to accept that risk is the price of growth. Avoiding risk doesn't protect you. It just guarantees slow decay. When I put everything I had into my companies, it wasn't because the odds were comfortable. It was because the alternative, playing it safe, felt like a guaranteed long-term loss. Smart people hate risk, but inflation, irrelevance, and missed opportunity are risks too. They're just quieter. Then there's overthinking. Overthinking sounds intelligent, it feels responsible, but most of the time it's just fear wearing a suit. I've seen people spend 10 years preparing for a move that should have taken 6 months. They weren't protecting their future. They were protecting their identity as the smart one. If you've been thinking about the same decision for years, it's not a strategy problem. It's a courage problem. Another hard lesson: wealth comes from focus, not balance. Balance sounds nice. Focus gets results. I didn't build anything meaningful by spreading myself thin. I went all in on what mattered at that moment. Smart people diversify effort too early. They keep options open, but open options dilute outcomes. If you want exceptional results, you have to concentrate longer than feels comfortable. Now, let me break a few myths. You've been told smart people always figure it out eventually. That's wrong. Many of them just figure out why not. You've been told more information leads to better decisions. That's wrong too. Past the point, more information just delays action. You've been told playing it safe is responsible. It isn't. Slowly eroding your future is not responsibility, it's avoidance. So here's a simple framework I live by. Act before certainty arrives. Focus on fewer things than feels comfortable. Endure discomfort longer than others can. Adjust based on reality, not ego. That's it. No hype, no complexity. Let me leave you with this. Your intelligence is not your advantage unless you use it to move, not to hide. The future doesn't reward the smartest people. It rewards the ones who stayed in the arena and kept going. I'd rather be wrong early than perfect too late. If you want more of my hard lessons without the sugarcoating, subscribe and don't miss the next one.